This is one of the most rare Daniel Friederich guitars on the planet. In fact, many people don't even know that these exist. Because this is a cedar Daniel Friederich guitar with Brazilian rosewood back and sides. He almost exclusively used Indian rosewood. And I don't know if that's what makes this guitar so special on its own. But it's gotta be a part of it. Hello and welcome to the Guitar Collection. I can't believe this guitar is in my hands. It's already a guitar made by Daniel Friederich, one of his concert models from 1974. This is number 387. But on top of being an amazing 70s Friederich, this one has a Brazilian rosewood back and sides, which so few do. In fact, I happen to have seen one other, but I think there's only a handful of these on the planet that have Brazilian rosewood. And you know what? I normally wait till later to show this, but you just have to see this incredible set of Brazilian. Now, this is not super stunning and flashy and eye-catching like a lot of Brazilian is. In fact, it might take a second glance to realize that it's Brazilian, but you can tell with little bits of spidering here and there. And this is the type of straight-grained Brazilian rosewood that is incredibly, incredibly rare. And it is used on this guitar, which, again, he almost always used Indian rosewood. So it is so cool to experience this guitar, which is already so incredible sound, and just be left with this wonder of, is it the Brazilian rosewood that separates this one? Anyways, it's super cool. We're already diving into the sound and already turned the guitar around. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Let's go ahead and talk about the specs of this guitar. This, of course, is made by the legendary Daniel Friederich, the French luthier that inspired so many generations of luthiers, even through today. Many people are still performing and recording on their Daniel Friederich guitars. Just about every famous name you can think of played one of these or plays one of these. This is a cedar top, again from 1974 with honestly just a little bit of wear here and there. It looks like the polish has been touched up at some point, but it's done really, really well and it's beautiful. You'll notice that classic Daniel Friederich rosette. When you look at the label of the guitar, you'll see it says 1974. Of course, Daniel Friederich. You'll see his old telephone number there and number 387 written. So when you look down at the bridge, you'll see that same motif that you notice on the tie block. This guitar does have some weight to it. It feels great in the hand. Of course, this was during the period where he was doubling the sides, which is what he really became known for. I love this little purfling along the outside of the guitar. It's really quite beautiful. There's little bits of wear here where you rest your arm, something you would expect for a guitar that's over 50 years old. Now, of course, yes, we already did it, but turning the guitar around, you see this incredible set of Brazilian rosewood. If you have friends or you know someone who has a Daniel Friederich guitar, I guarantee you they don't have a Brazilian rosewood one. It's just so cool to know that when he did use Brazilian, it was of the highest quality. Okay, well, when it comes to the neck of this guitar, I would say it's about an average size for a Daniel Friederich. It's not really super thick and it's not super thin either. I would say in the middle it might get a little bit thinner, and it feels really nice. In fact, the action is quite low and I love that. Those of you that have been watching for a while know that I like a nice low action. There are dots here on the 5th and 7th frets. And of course, when you move on up to the headstock, you will notice that classic engraving down the center. That's just so beautiful. And it's polished to a higher degree than what surrounds it. So it really catches the light. It's just gorgeous. And it is adorned with the original Fustero tuners that work very, very well. They're very smooth. And why don't we give those a whirl and tune it to drop D? While I do, I'll tell you that I have this strung with D'Addario XTC 45 FF strings. That's the carbon set with carbon G and B, and I've swapped the first string for nylon. I really like the way it works, so let's have a listen to the sound. It's just so balanced, so regal. You can hear every little pitch sustaining at the exact same level. You know, it's just, it's so deep sounding. And a hallmark of a great Daniel Friederich guitar. And I think it's a quality that he got from Robert Boucher, of course, his predecessor. It's just how even the tones are. I am playing with the exact same force of every single pluck. And if I play like a chromatic scale, every note sounds the same. You don't hear something jump out at you. And that's... makes you feel so comfortable. It really feels like you're holding a gym when you're playing this. Just so deep. Has this really sweet, warm sound. I love that. You know, whether I'm in second position here or all the way up in seventh, you can rely on that sound. This guitar just has a really powerful sound that makes you really like to be expressive because you hear every little voice, but not in an annoying kind of like overly clear way. It's in this way where every string has its own unique, clear sound that helps you remember it. I'm going to try a little bit of Melodia de una Noite by Silvestre Fonseca. Well, I think you can see why I feel that this guitar is so special, but like I said, I'd love to hear what you think. I hope you all know that it is such an incredible privilege for me able to do this almost every single day and to get to know super, super exceptional guitars like these. So thank you all so much for following along. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're interested in learning more about this guitar, you can view it at guitarcollection.com. You'll see a link in the description. You'll see a full album of beautiful photos of this thing. You can also explore other Daniel Friederich guitars on the website. In fact, if you search Friederich, you'll see a lot of the ones that I've represented over time, and you can even compare this one to those. It's a lot of fun. Definitely subscribe to the email list as well. On the website. That way you get notified about new instruments before they become available. I've got to say, I've got so many amazing guitars coming in. It's a lot of fun to make these videos, especially in this new showroom, which is starting to come together. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.